Okay, this move is a basic wrestling takedown. There's a lot of variations on how to do it. We'll show you sort of the most basic way to do it. Important things to remember here. First, we're not going to be worried about countering strikes. We'll talk about that in a second. Just in terms of me closing distance, if we start at a reasonable distance like this, I can make my initial step with my right foot to close distance, reaching in this direction and driving forward here. What I want to do is I want to drive his weight back onto his rear leg, which makes his front leg come up, easy for me to lift. As I move in and hit him here, I go ahead and clutch in like this, grip like this, or like this, whichever is more comfortable for you. Pulling him up, bringing the other leg in, and making a nice tight squeeze here. I want to isolate the movement on his leg so that my hands become free if I need them, so that I can move easily, and I've got control of this. Now he's balanced on one foot, all right? So as I lower my level, come and hit him, pull it up, make the clasp here so he cannot sprawl his leg away. I then, with my right ear, begin to push to the right. I want to drop my level here, low, to start to take him down with my weight and twist him off until he falls. Okay? At this point, I could continue with groundwork. I could back away. Okay? So initially, I want to have my hands up. I want to drop my level. Every time we drop our level, whether it's for the low single or for the low ankle shoot, for the single leg, the double leg, it's like we're getting ready to sprint. Okay? A sprinter doesn't start like this. Sprinter starts like this, so you're really ready to launch in. Because as you increase the distance, it's going to become more important, much more important to make big moves and getting tight. Okay? Also, as you increase the distance, you'll tend to need to make extra steps, things like that. Okay? But in this move, we're trying to keep our knees off the ground, be able to do it as easily as possible. So lowering, like I'm getting ready to sprint. Big step, hitting him, driving him onto the back, holding him tight, and then making the pivot to take him down. Okay? If I wanted to, I could go to the ground too, and then go ahead and pass the guard. Now, in terms of striking and avoiding strikes, we all know a lot about ranges. It's important here, I wouldn't be in this range if we were striking. You're either out of range or you're in making it happen. So if you're dealing with a sparring situation where strikes are allowed, you need to get much better at closing the distance quickly, all right? Also, of course, keeping your hands up. I don't want to accidentally meet anything on the way. I don't want to be looking down and catch anything like that. I want to, as quickly as possible, get my hips from here to right up against him. Now the knee isn't a problem, okay? So, one last time.